Good morning, everyone. So, in the previous class, we have started with inclined plane surface submerged in liquid. Okay, we have done the derivative part of that. In this, we have studied that what will be the pressure force which will be acting on this inclined plane, what will be the equation for that, and from the free surface, what will be the distance of that force. Okay, that is called as the center of pressure. So, we have derived all these two formulas. One was on your force, one was on your center of pressure. The force formula was similar to the horizontal plane surface, that was coming out to be rho g a h bar. Okay, this is the force formula, and the force that will be acting on the inclined plane at a distance from the free surface, that will be your h star value. So h star value is coming out to be ig sine square theta divided by ah bar plus h bar. So the only difference in the horizontal plane and the inclined plane is the sine square theta. In the horizontal plane it was only h star ig. Okay, it was ah bar plus h bar. In case of inclined plane, we need to add sine square theta. Why we need to add the sine square theta? For that, I've already discussed and done the derivation for this. You can see my previous video in order to understand it properly. Okay, so these two formulas are used in order to calculate the total force and the center of pressure. So when we have done the first numerical was based on a rectangular plane. We have tried to calculate the force, which was coming out to be this value. We have also calculated the h star value, which was coming out to be this much. Then we have done another rectangular problem. Then we did a problem on circular plane. Okay. Then we did another problem on what a circle is there, and from where a circular portion has been cut. So what is the change in the pressure? What is the change in the center of pressure in case if a circle is been cut from a bigger circle? Okay, after that we'll try to do uh, the next numerical on inclined plane surface. For that, first I need to rub all this. uh, just a minute. Okay, so the numerical which we are going to start is related to a circular plate, which is 3 meter in diameter. It is also submerged in water, as shown in the figure. The diagram has been shown on this side. Okay, its greatest and least depth are below the surface, being in 2 meters and 1 meter respectively. Find out the total pressure. That we need to calculate the total pressure. So we need to calculate what the value of F, and after that we need to also calculate the center of pressure, that is your H star. So these are the two values which we need to calculate. So it has been clearly mentioned that it is a circular plate, so it is having a diameter of 3 meter, and it has been submerged in water. So submerged in water means what? It is having a density of what? The density of water is 1000. So wherever the density comes, so we need to take it as 1000. Okay. Uh, let me let us discuss now the diagram. So as you can see that this is the free surface. It has been inclined. Okay, the angle is what? Theta. The greatest depth of this particular element is 2 meter from the free surface. The least depth is what? 1 meter. Okay, so the in order to calculate the force formula is what? Rho g a h bar. So where is the force formula? This is the force formula, rho g a h bar. So one by one we will see what are the values which are required to calculate force. So first thing is your density. So the density, as I have told you, it has been submerged in water. So the density value will be what? 1000, and g is what? 9.81. Okay, and area. Now we'll try to calculate the area. Since we have got a circular plate, the diameter is what? 3 meter. So area will be what? Circular section having area is what? Pi by 4 d square. So pi by 4 3 square, that gives you the value of area, that is coming out to be 7.0685 meter square. Okay. After that, uh, we will require what? H bar. So we have got these three value. We have got 1000 as density. We have got 9.881 as the gravitational force. We have got 7.0685, as your area. Now we need to calculate h bar. This h bar is coming out to be 1.5 meter. So how is this value coming 1.5 meter? That is very important. So as you can see in this diagram, there is a triangle forming over here. Okay. So what we can do that if we can evaluate this side. Okay. So from this height we can evaluate what this height also. Okay, so based on that we can calculate this height, and by adding this height with the CD 1 meter, by adding, if we add 1 meter to this side, that will give you the value of h bar. Okay, so for that we require what? We require this particularly triangle. So this triangle, as you can see, there is an angle theta. So sine theta will be what? Sine theta will be what? Sine theta will be perpendicular AB. Okay, upon what? Hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is what? CP. Okay, so this is the sine theta value. Now you can see that, let me raise this. As you can see that AB is what? AB is this much height, but we know the height from B to E. The B to E height is what? 2 meter. This total height is what? 2 meter. So what we can do that, we know the height of CD. So if we can minus this value, so from here to here, if we can minus this value, this will give you the value of what? AB. So what we can do that, we know the total height, so AB is replaced by what? BE. ओके, उसमें से अपन क्या माइनस कर रहे हैं? BE में से अपन माइनस कर क्या करने वाले हैं? CD माइनस करने वाले. CD इज नथिंग बट इक्वल टू व्हाट? AE. AE और CD जो है वो दोनों एक दूसरे को क्या है? इक्वल है. तो या आप CD लिखो या फिर AE लिखो, it doesn't matter. Okay, divide by what? CB value. CB value is nothing but your 3 meter. Okay, so B का value कितना है अपने पास? B, we know that it is 2 meter. Over here I can write 2 meter. We know the value of AE. Okay, so AE is what? 1 meter. Divide by what? 3 meter. So the final value for sine theta is what? 1 by 3. So as you can see that it is clearly written over here. The sine theta value is what? The sine theta value is nothing but your, where is the value of sine theta? Over here. Sine theta is coming out to be 1 by 3. Okay. Hope this is clear to you all. After that, based on this sine theta, we can also calculate the value of h bar. How now we will calculate the h bar value? Let's see. For that, we need to consider this small triangle. Okay, let me erase this so that I can draw it and show you which side I am talking. I am talking about this triangle. Okay. Now, what is happening in this triangle is that we can again use the value of sine theta. Okay. So sine theta will give you what? In this case, the sine theta will give you what? Sine theta is nothing but what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So this side we know, we don't know, but we need this value only. So suppose it is h. Okay, hypotenuse is what? Since this CB value is 3 meter, h bar will be acting at the center. So this CG will be nothing but half of what? CB value. So that is 3 divided by 2, that will be a 1.5. So h value which is required is nothing but what? In order to calculate h value, what we need to do, we need to multiply 1.5 with your sine theta. Okay, so since if we get this value, let me take another pen. Okay, now we have this value, this height. Okay, so by adding it this height, we can get the value of h bar. So h bar will be nothing but what? This height plus the value of this height. So this is nothing but CD. This height is nothing but your CD. So CD is what? 1 meter. And this side is nothing but what? 1.5 sine theta. See, or you can write CG sine theta. So 1.5 sine theta value I've already written 1 by 3. So from here we can get the value of 1.5 meter. Okay. So this is how your h bar value is coming. Okay. After that we will put all these values in F, rho, G, A, h bar. So we'll get the value of 10413 Newton. Okay. After that, we need to also calculate the center of pressure where this total force is going to be act from the free surface. So H star value is nothing but Ig sine square theta plus divided by AH bar plus H bar. So we will try to calculate the parameters one by one. So Ig in case of a circular shape is what, pi by 64 into d to the power 4. So this is the value for what, Ig sine square theta. Sine theta we have got 1 by 3, so it will be 1 by 3 the whole square. Area you can write it as pi by 4. What was the diameter? Diameter I think it was 3 meter, so 3 square. Okay. H bar was what? H bar was 1.5 meter, so H bar will be 1.5 meter. So we have got all the values for H star. So we'll try to put all the values. So as you can see over here, Ig is what, pi by 64 d to the power 4. This is the moment of inertia for a circular shape. Okay. After that, area is what, pi by 4 d square. This is the area for your circular shape. H bar is what, 1.5 meter. Sine theta value was 1 by 3. So from this H star, we can try to calculate and put all this term, and we will get the value of 1.5416 meter. Okay, so this is the height, or you can see this is the height from the free surface where this total force is going to act. Okay, so this is the H star value. I think we have done all the major parts related to the inclined surface. After that, we will be moving to the next topic, that is your curved surface. So let's see what is in the curved surface. Yes. Before that, let me rub this. Okay. Now we'll start with the curved surface. Submerge in a liquid. So as I've discussed earlier, that we have four cases. One, when your body or an element is being placed vertically inclined, vertically in a static fluid. Second case was when it was in a horizontal plane. Third case was when it was in the inclined plane. Now the last case is related to the curved surface submerged in liquid. For that, you need to understand this diagram. As you can see, there is a jar over there. From there, this side, from point A to point O to point B, there is a curved portion over here. Okay, in the form of a quadrant of a circle. Okay, so in order to calculate this, we need to consider a small area. In this case, we are considering a small area. Previously, in case of inclined plane, or in case of horizontal plane, in case of vertical plane, we have to take a small strip, then we need to integrate it. But in this case, we need to take a small area. So there is a small area dA. So in order to calculate the pressure, what we can do, that we know that your pressure value. So if you can see that this area will be at a certain height from the free surface. Okay, so this height, suppose the height is what, h. So from this height, what we can do, we know that if a certain element inside the water is having a height, so from there we can calculate the pressure, that is your rho g h. Okay, so this is the value for pressure. Okay, now we know that pressure is what, force upon area, or force. So from here we can evaluate that the force is what, pressure into area. Okay, this we have already done previously also, but as you know that we are considering a very small element, so the pressure force, or the force will be what, df. Okay, the pressure which I was going to add, we can replace this p value with what, rho g h, and since it is a very small element, so the area is what, dA. So this is the pressure which is acting on this particular element. As you can see, we have drawn it by df on this book. It has been drawn by df. Okay, this will be acting normal to this elementary force, or this elementary area. Okay, after that, what we need to do, that in this, what we are have to in curve portion, the problem is that previously we used to do what, integration, so that from a small strip we get the value for the whole body. But in this case, because it is a curved portion, we cannot do integration, because integration will not give you the proper value. So for that, we need to do what, we need to do we need to resolve these forces. So by resolving all the forces and then by adding it together or doing the sum, we can get the value of total force. For that, what we need to do that we are, as you can see that the DF is making a certain angle. Okay, so this angle is considered as theta. So the portion which is lying below this side force is considered to be dFy, and this side force is considered to be dFx. Okay, since this is making an angle theta with this side, so it will be your cos theta, and this side is not having the angle, so it will be your sine theta. Okay, now in order to calculate the total force, what we need to do, we need to uh, resolve all these forces and then add. So the formula for total force is what? Force equals to what? Fx square plus Fy square under root. Okay, if we need to calculate the resultant force, so resultant force can be calculated by tan phi is equals to what? Summation Fy divided by Fx. Thus you have already studied in your engineering mechanics. Okay, now we'll be resolving the forces in x and y direction. So the first thing which you need to consider is your dfx. Okay, so in x direction, what are the forces? The only force which is acting in the x direction is your dfx. Okay, so what will be the value of dfx is nothing but your df, and there is another force which is your sine theta. So df will be multiplied by what? Sine theta. Basically this side is what? Df sine theta. Okay, because we are resolving this force df. So this will be your df sine theta, this will be your df cos theta. So on this direction, x direction, we have only one force, that is your df sine theta. Now this df value has been replaced by which value? As you can see that this value df value is what? Rho g h dA. So we will replace this df value by rho g h dA into sine theta. Similarly for y, it will be df cos theta. Then again we will replace df value by what? Rho g h dA into cos theta. So this is are the two equation for dfx and dfy. Now because this is dfx and dfy, this is for the small element. If we want to calculate it for the bigger portion, we need to integrate it. So integration of dfx will give you what? Fx. Integration of dfy will give you what? Fy. So we will try to integrate it. So integration of what? Dfx, we are replacing it by this equation into sine theta. Again rho gh into dA into cos theta. Now rho g are the constant values, so rho g will be out. Rho g will be out in both the cases. Now h dA sine theta, and this is h dA cos theta. Now in this equation we can see that the fx value in case of curve portion represent the total forces. So this rho g integration of h dA sine theta represent the total pressure force on the projected area on the curved surface on the vertical plane. Okay, this is the total pressure force which will be acting, that represented by fx. And fy, what it represent? Fy value represent nothing but your total weight. So this is the fy value, rho g h dA cos theta. It represents the total weight supported by the curved surface. So this is the fy value, rho g h dA into cos theta. So these two terms represent two different things. One represent fx represent the total forces which is acting on the curved portion on the vertical plane. Fy is nothing but the total weight which is acting on the curved surface. So based on that, we will try to evaluate what fx and fy. Okay, so we'll try to do one numerical on that. This questions generally are not asked in your university exam. So far it has not never asked, but we will do it for our safety since it is in our syllabus. So we need to consider it. So I will try to do the first numerical. Only we will do only one numerical on that. And if you need to do another problems, you can see refer your Dr. R.K. Bansal book for your further numericals. Okay. Now let's see what is the numerical. Now compute the horizontal and vertical component. So we need to find out what horizontal and vertical component. That is your fx. This is your fy. We need to calculate fx and fy of the total force acting on the curved surface. So the curved surface AB, as you can see, A to B is a curved surface which is in the form of a quadrant of a circle of radius 2 meter. As you can see, it looks like a quadrant of a circle. Okay, if there is a circle, so if we cut it into the fourth part, it will be similar to this. So it is the quadrant of the circle which is having a radius of 2 meter. The width of the gate is taken as unity. The width of the gate is being taken as unity. Now we will try to solve this. What are the given parameters? What we will see first. Width of the gate is 1 meter. The radius of the gate is also given as 2 meter. So since it is a quadrant of a circle, if we can say that AO and OB is 2 meter. How this AO and OB is coming out to be 2 meter? From the center of the circle, this distance is nothing but the radius. From the center of the circle, this portion is nothing but the radius. So from O to A, it will be 2 meter. From O to B, it will be again 2 meter. Okay. Now the horizontal forces exerted by the water on the gate is given by the equation 3.17. Now Fx is the total force on the projected area of the curved surface on the vertical plane. Now you can see that because of the water, some hydrostatic pressure forces will be acting on this. This is represented by Fx, and since it is acting on this side, so this side will be what? This side will be a rectangular plane. Okay. Uh, so the force value, we need to calculate the force value. So for force, we have got the formula, that is your rho g into ah bar. So we'll try to put all the parameters. Rho value, since it has been submerged in water, so it is having a density of 1000. G is 9.81. Area is now important because it is acting on this portion. This is having a unity of 1 meter. Okay. So this side, this height will be what? This height will be 2 meter. Okay, the width is what? 1 meter. So the area will be what? 2 into 1. Okay. Similarly, now the h bar value will be nothing but the center of this portion. So the center of this portion will be what? The total height is what? 2 meter. So in case of rectangle, the center will be at 1 meter. So this will be 1 plus this height. So 1 meter plus this height is nothing but 1.5. So 1.5 divided by 1.5 plus 2 by 2, that will be nothing but your 1. This will give you the value of h bar. So the h bar, from this value, from this we can calculate what? Fx value. So after putting all these parameters, we are getting the Fx value as 49050 Newton. Okay. After once we have calculated the pressure forces, we need to also calculate what? We need to also calculate the center of pressure. So the center of pressure in this case will get the value by Ag Ah bar plus h bar. So we can use this formula to calculate the center of pressure. So in case of a uh, the Ig value will be what? Bd cube by 12. So B is 1, D is 2. This will give you the value of Bd cube by 12. So Bd cube by 12 is coming out to be 2 by 3 m to the power 4, p to the power 4, because it is a moment of inertia. Now we'll put h star value 2 by 3. Area was what? 2 into 1, that is 2. H bar was coming out to be 2.5. 2.5. This will give you the center of pressure. The center of pressure is coming out to be 2.633 meter from the free surface. So this is the first force which we have resolved, that is the x direction force. Now we need to also resolve the y direction forces. In y direction, as you can see that this much portion we need to consider because the body is lying in this side. So we need to consider the total weight, the weight of this much portion which is acting. So as you can see, Fy is nothing but the weight of water supported by AB. So the weight of water supported by AB up to the free surface is nothing but what? DABOC. DABOC. Okay, it is written over here DABOC. But you can see that in this portion it has been divided into two parts. There is a rectangular portion over there. There is also a quadrantal portion over here. So we'll resolve it one by one. There is a rectangle and there is a quadrant. Okay. So we'll try to calculate the weight of this portion. Then we'll try to calculate the weight of this portion. Okay. Now the weight of DOC, that is the rectangle. The weight of water AOB, that is the quadrant. Okay. Now weight has been replaced by what? Weight has been replaced by nothing but your rho g. Now how this weight is coming out to be rho g? For that you will have to see the first numerical weight density formula. Weight density is what? Weight upon volume. Okay. Now weight can also be written as mass into gravitational force by what? Volume. But mass into volume is nothing but your density, so that will be your rho g. Okay, this is the specific weight. So this can be weight can be replaced by specific weight, and in order to calculate the total weight, we need to multiply it by the volume. Okay, so rho g will be common in both the cases. The volume of DOC, now see, this is a rectangular portion, so it will be what? AD into AO is nothing but the area, and that will be multiplied by its width 1. And again, the quadrant area can be calculated by pi by 4 into d square. So pi by 4 into AO square, and again it has been multiplied by the width 1. So based on this calculation, we can get the value of Fy. So the Fy value is coming out to be 60249.1 Newton. Okay, for calculation you must try to do it by yourself, because um, it will be easier for you if you try to do it on your calculator. Okay, otherwise you will face problem later once if you directly do it and try to do it in your exam. So before that you need to practice it, so try to do the calculations on your calculators. Okay, hope you have understood this. After that, I think this much is only related to your hydrostatic force. uh, then we will start with a new topic, okay, in the next lecture. If you have any difficulties related to this topic or any other previous topics, please let me know in the comment section. You can directly take a screenshot, okay, and WhatsApp me on my number with the mention what are the problems you are facing, okay, so that we can clear your doubts. Okay, thank you.